Hey, hello. Good evening. Welcome to the revived Woodshed Wednesdays. I did these shows back during the pandemic, and life took some turns, and so now I'm back. So thank you for showing up tonight. Let's see if if you're here, say something. I'm not seeing anything in the chat. And so I'm going to wait a little bit to get too far into this thing. But it's good to be here. And it's actually good to be anywhere at this point. So let's see. Anybody there? I'm not seeing any chat stuff. I'm going to make a shout out to my wife. I think she's watching. If you're there, Kay, say hello, because I'm not seeing any chat. And it says that I have people there. Oh, there you go. There's Mary. How you doing, Mary? Hey, sax solos. That would be Curtis Swift, my friend Curtis Swift. Oh, you're going to be hearing more about that guy coming up here. Anybody that knows us knows that I love that guy. All right, there we go. There's Kay. All right. So yeah, hey, today wasn't so bad up here, up north, we're going to call it. Snow in the morning, but then it was over 40 degrees and stuff melted off, so I was happy with that. I'll be glad when spring is here officially, though. Rough winter this winter, so. All right, so if you're here, say hello. Maria, oh my goodness, how are you? So Maria Elliott is here, and her husband George is a fabulous bass player, and you'll be hearing more about him later in the program. Very, very wonderful people. Very talented family. Curtis, excuse me, Curtis has his talents, which are many. But George and Maria Elliott are both talented. And then their kids are talented. So they're just great. I mean, lots of music flying around that household. Okay. So I'm going to tell you, get your favorite beverage and snacks and stuff like that. And sit back, because it's going to be a little bit of a longer program tonight. But I think you're going to enjoy it, and I'm going to explain to you what went on with my Tone Poems project and all that stuff, the reason it came about. And then we're going to go into the Blues Café stuff. So it's going to be a lot of material, but I think it'll be fun. All right, I'm going to look and see if there's anybody else here. I do see Mary. She's got popcorn. I hope you're going to share that, because I don't have any popcorn here, Mary. And I'm a little disappointed about this. All right. So I'm going to talk a little bit, see if we can get a few more people in here before I actually start the Tone Poems portion of this evening. I do want to say something about the creation of the music. There's a lot of AI stuff happening, Suno and some other things nowadays. And I just want you to know, no AI in the making of my music. So every creative thought came from real people. Most were from me, but I had some guests on here, so their creative thoughts were involved as well. But that's it. Oh, and by the way, you're going to hear me mention that I wrote 25 songs in 25 days. And I don't want people to think that these things appeared in 25 days, the fully finished products. 25 days, I wrote sketches of songs, okay? One song per day for 25 days. So it wasn't like I had a finished product at the end of day one. I had one song that was completely recorded, and no, that didn't happen. In fact, there were many, many hours put into this stuff. So I didn't want you to be confused about the length of time it actually takes to do these kind of things. Anyway, let's see. We have, well, it looks like I have the same people commenting. If you're out there, the only way I know you're there, and I'd love to say hello to you because this is my way of keeping in touch, is by making a comment. So if you're here and it says there are 25 viewers at the moment, please say hello. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. All right. So anyway, next week, I'm going to do another live stream. I'm going to continue live streams. And right now, I'm not going to be playing music per se, guitar stuff. I'm getting my guitar things set up. And I'm going to come on here and talk, and we're going to talk about things. So next week, we're going to talk about influences. And we're going to talk about everybody's influences. I mean, musical influences, the people that meant something to you in your lifetime. I think it's kind of an interesting topic because these influences are what make us as people. So next week at 7 o'clock, we're going to talk about that kind of stuff. So come on back. All right. Well, oh yeah, I have to mention there is a Tony Janflone Jr. store, and there will be links in the description. But I may share them throughout the stream. If anybody asks for that, I can provide it to you. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and get this party started. Sit back, get your favorite drink, your favorite food. I mean, your favorite people, your company, you know. Get a blanket. Get your whoopee. I don't know. Get something. Sit back, and I'm going to tell you about the Tone Poems Volume 1. And it's, the entire title is Tone Poems to Chill By in a Sometimes Stressful World. Okay? And sit back and relax. And by the way, you're going to hear lengthy clips of the songs. You're not going to hear complete songs, but you will hear big hunks of them, okay? All right. Well, and then once this is finished, I'm coming back. And then we're going to move on to some Blues Cafe stuff. So, going to be on here chatting with you. Enjoy. Thanks so much. Before I talk about the individual songs, I want to share where Tone Poems came from. About a year before writing it, I went through a 6-level cervical fusion, and I also survived sepsis. For that whole year, I couldn't play or sing at all. And for a musician, and a lifelong musician, it was a really strange place for me to be. Everything was suddenly eerily quiet. One of the things that actually helped me recover was walking. So I walked a lot. Sometimes the walks were short, sometimes they were longer. And a lot of them were in nature, in parks. I would see trees, somewhere in early morning. I would get fresh air. I wasn't trying to write music yet. I was just trying to get stronger and clear my head. And something interesting started happening. Ideas began to show up. I got to a point where I just stopped trying to force my playing to come back. Instead, I decided to simply just show up. I felt like God was nudging me in a direction. So I set my alarm for 4 o'clock in the morning, every morning, for 25 days. Just me and a guitar. The house was really quiet. And I prayed a lot. And I made a promise to myself that I would write one small piece of music each day. So, for 25 days, I wrote 25 songs, one for each day. Some came from memories, some came from things I was learning, and honestly, some came from the walks that I took. I would notice a feeling, a moment, a memory, and it would become a melody. I wasn't trying to impress anyone. I was just trying to heal. And what I learned was this: creativity didn't return when I pushed it. It returned when I made space for it. And I allowed space for God's timing. I realized that music wasn't something that I controlled. It was something I was being allowed to participate in again. Each piece became a small step forward. It wasn't a comeback, but it was a return. And that's really what Tone Poems is about. It isn't a guitar record to me. It's a collection of moments, reflections on life, faith, gratitude, and starting again. So if you're in a difficult season right now, physically, emotionally, creatively, or you're just tired out, you don't have to get everything back all at once. Sometimes healing starts really simply: a walk, a quiet morning, a small idea, and then one note. I appreciate you listening. Song number 1 on Tone Poems Volume 1 is called Winter Park. And I wrote this in honor of a beautiful area in Colorado called Winter Park, Colorado. Years ago, I was brought to Winter Park to play for their blues society at a place called Smoke and Moe's, and I was enamored with this area. And I'd like to thank the guys who brought me out there. John Catt, who has passed, was a wonderful guy. And then my dear friend Mike Ray, who's a great drummer. He played with me that night, and we had a wonderful time. I just loved that area. It was beautiful, beautiful. I was there in August, so I drove with somebody around the area just to look around, and there were these sticks along the side of those roads. And I asked what they were for, and they said, well, those are markers so the snow plows can tell where the edges of the road are when we have the heavy snows. And I thought, wow. And they had to be at least 6 feet high, I believe. So that's a lot of snow. So anyway, Winter Park was written in my mind. There's an ostinato part that goes on throughout the tune. And in the music business, ostinato is a recurring part that is a repeating part throughout the song. So that part is my simulation of snow falling. So when you listen to this song, I would like you to imagine yourself, it's the first snow in lovely Winter Park. And so it's not deep, but it's snowing, and you're driving through the mountains and through those beautiful mountains, and the snow is beginning to fall. And that is why I wrote Winter Park. I hope you enjoy it. Joining me on this song is my dear friend, tenor saxophonist Curtis Swift, and yours truly is on the rest of the stuff. Song number 2 on Tone Poems is called Twilight. I wrote Twilight thinking about one of my favorite parts of the day. You can really see some beautiful skies. So Tone Poems for me is stepping back and appreciating things that we take for granted. So I don't know how many times in my life I've been privileged to see a beautiful twilight, but it's been many times. So this song, I was thinking about that part of the day and wrote this melody. Joining me on this song is a truly wonderful saxophonist named Mike MacArthur. He's a great guy, great player. Also playing a piano part, Rhodes piano part, electric piano, is my dear friend Ron Reinhardt, incredibly talented guy, and he's really pretty funny too. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Twilight is song number 2. Song number 3 is called Beautiful Blue Sky. I wrote this song after thinking about my walks in South Carolina. The skies there were cloudless and just a beautiful blue sky. So many days, and I wasn't used to that because, you know, I'm from Pennsylvania in the Pittsburgh area, and we have a lot of cloudy days. So there we had a lot of sunny days, and because of what had happened to me, I began to appreciate things like this beautiful blue sky. So on this song, I am honored to have Mike MacArthur, who currently is playing saxophone with Gino Vanelli, and on trumpet, I have Carl Fisher, who plays trumpet with Billy Joel, and they're both great players. So I hope you enjoy Beautiful Blue Sky. And by the way, the rest of the stuff is yours truly. Song number 4. It's called Moon Shadows. This one I wrote for our old neighbor who lived right across the street from us in an area called Carroll Township. Her name was Betty. Well, her name is Betty, I should say, because she's 97, and as of today, she is still with us. A sweet, sweet lady. She loved the moon more than anybody I've ever met. So, oftentimes, I'd come out of my house, and she would say, "Honey, there's going to be a new moon," and she would know all of the phases of the moon, and she was just so into it. So I would get her moon calendars that had the phases of the moon. But she loved it so much. So as I was recovering, I thought of Betty, and I wrote a song about the moon. And this is a song about the moon casting shadows. If you're out on a walk with a night that has a full moon, the shadows can be quite interesting. So, Moon Shadows features, again, my friend, the wonderful Mike MacArthur on tenor saxophone, and I'm on the rest of the stuff. So, I hope you enjoy it. Number 4, Moon Shadows. Song number 5 is a song called Rays of Hope, and in parentheses, Not Far Away. I hope that when you listen to this song that it gives you a sense that hope is near. Joining me on this song is my wonderful friend and talented soul, Mr. Ron Reinhardt, playing some string lines, and he's playing these beautiful keyboard pads. You'll hear them especially in the early part of the song, in the A section, where it's just guitar and these keyboards playing. I'm on the rest of the stuff. Acoustic piano. I have some string lines in there as well. So I hope you enjoy it. Number 5, Rays of Hope. Song number 6 is called The River Flows. I wrote this song because I was thinking about how creeks and rivers and streams like that move forward. They're moving ahead. And so for me, to heal properly, I had to move forward. I couldn't look backwards. I had to look ahead. This song is special for me because the guitar solo in it is the first one I played after my surgery. It was the first guitar solo I was able to play. So I'll remember this one fondly. So I hope you enjoy The River Flows. Keep moving forward, my friends. Song number 7 is a song I wrote called A Night in the Forest. This song came about because my friend Ron Reinhardt, who is on this CD, loves to camp. He's a big camper. I mean, he does it, you know, he roughs it. He goes out there with very, very little into the woods. And I don't think I'll ever do this. I'll never go with him. I don't think I'm cut out for it. And now with my neck the way it is, I have a hard enough time sleeping as it is. So roughing it probably wouldn't be a great idea for me. But I wrote this song because I thought I'm going to imagine being there and imagine the stillness and the beauty. So if you can picture yourself lying on your back, which is what I did, and looking up at the stars, you can see trees and stars and hear all of the great sounds. That's where this song came from. So A Night in the Forest, I hope you like it. I do have to say one thing. This is my wife's favorite song on the CD, so enjoy. So song number 8 is another song that's very special to me. It's called Spirit Trail. And this song is dedicated to the memory of my brother Victor, who passed from metastatic colon cancer. And I wrote this song thinking about Vic and also thinking of our conversations about spirituality. And I know that I'll see him again, and I hope that you enjoy this song, Spirit Trail. Song number 9 is called Last Days of Summer, and I'm grateful to have my friend Curtis Swift join me on this one again. I wrote this song thinking about, of course, the end of summer, but also it's kind of an introspective song. I think for me, the transition from summer to fall has always been a bit melancholy. So this tune probably will reflect that sort of mood. I hope you enjoy it. Again, Curtis Swift on the saxophone, and I'm on the rest of the stuff. Song number 10 is called Morning Sunrise, and you know, it was just me waking up each day and appreciating the morning, the sunrise, how grateful we all should be for each day that there is a sunrise. Sometimes we take those kind of things for granted. So this song is sort of a happy sounding song, I believe, as it should be. Morning Sunrise features my great and talented friend Ron Reinhardt on an organ solo, and also Curtis Swift is pitching in on some horn parts. The rest of the stuff is yours truly. Morning Sunrise. I hope you enjoy it. Song number 11 is called Moonlight Lullaby, and it's a lullaby I wrote, and in my imagination, I saw a mother and a newborn in front of a window, silhouetted, full moon shining through the window, creating a beautiful silhouette of the mother and her baby. So that's where this song came from. I have my dear friend Curtis Swift playing soprano saxophone on this piece. I hope you enjoy Moonlight Lullaby. Song number 12 is called Ocean Night Walk. And I wrote this song thinking of our dear sweet friend Ella. Ella was always really kind to my wife and I. And she had a condo on the beach. And a bunch of us would go walking on the beach at night. And if you've never done that, it's quite an experience. Hearing the sound of the ocean and the cool breeze. It's just so awesome. Anyway, I have our friend Ella, who we love very much, to thank for that. And I was just thinking about her and those walks, and this piece of music is called Ocean Night Walk. Hey, all right. I hope you're all really relaxed now. That was the intention. Okay, I'm going to go back here and say hello to some people. And by the way, if I miss any comments, forgive me. It's kind of hard to keep up with everything, but I would never do that intentionally. I think somebody got upset with me last week because I missed a comment. So I apologize, but I'm going to take a look back here for a second and see. All right. Mike, I'm glad you're here, and we can see you for sure. And you're a great guy, so thanks for coming out. All right. And Tal, yes. Okay, so the song I wrote for my brother Victor was your song you were talking about. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me. David Bucci, you know we love you and your family, and your Uncle Steve meant the world to us. And I showed you that picture I have. It's hanging in my studio. He took a great picture of this bridge in Pittsburgh and framed it for me and everything. It was just really nice. And Roger and Catherine, you have a 7-hour drive. Yes. And by the way, a couple people had asked me earlier, away from the camera, the projects are available on CDs, but also there's digital downloads. So if you don't have a CD player anymore, you can get the digital downloads. And I did put a link up in there in the comments for my store. And by the way, little merch plug here. Here's a Blues Cafe mug. So all that stuff is available on the store. Anyway, let me see who else. Tammy and Tim. Hey, thank you so much for showing up, and I appreciate it very much. I know you guys bought a CD. Let's see. All right. Now, is that Alan Tignanelli by any chance? I think it... Alan Tignanelli, is it? Alan, I used to give guitar lessons to Alan quite a long time ago, and he's a great guy, and I think that may be him, just looking at his handle, but I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. And Christine Fail, thanks so much. You're awesome. Christine, is a person that's been coming out to my shows for, it's going to be close to 40 years. I met her probably 1986, 1987, something like that. And she's just a great person. And how blessed I am to have her not get tired of me. I mean, that's a long time to be hearing me. But thank you so much. And I saw a couple guys on here too. I want to give a shout out to John Klein and Clay Moore. And John Klein and Clay are both great guitar players. And John, I'm glad he's doing well because he was battling cancer a while back, and he's been doing great. So I'm always so glad to see him out and about playing. And Clay Moore, I got to tell you a story real quick. So back in 1985, oh, I got to get a drink of water. I was living in San Antonio, and I had some interesting things happen in that town. One of them being I taught Henry Thomas, the kid from E.T., who played Elliot. I taught him guitar, and we still talk. He's a great guy. Great actor, too. But anyway, Clay Moore, I was playing in Austin, and I think I was up there playing with Ron Wilkins, who's a great trombone player. But somehow I ended up at the same club where Clay was playing. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, and it was a long time ago, this was maybe 1985, I think he was playing with a guy named Brad Terry. And Brad Terry played jazz clarinet like really well, and he could whistle. He's probably the best whistler I've ever heard in person. He could whistle like a maniac. I mean, he was so good. Anyway, so I met Clay, and he plays great. And of all things, he was from the Pittsburgh area. So nice guy, great player. It's nice to see him on the stream here and saying hello. All right, and there is Curtis Swift again. He's back here, and he said something about Ella. I will tell Ella you said hello. They've actually been to the condo where Ocean Nightwalk, the place it was written about. Excuse me. All right, let's see. Oh, Jim and Jill Urso. They're so cool. They actually came down to South Carolina, and we got to have dinner with them. They're beautiful people. So there you go. All right. Glad you're here, Jill and Jim. And let's see here, Candy, which is my friend Mary. I've known her a long time, too. She's very cool. Oh, boy. I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay. So it's Steph. Oh, my gosh. I don't even know what that handle is, but thank you. You're relaxed after all that. Thank you so much. If you can tell me who you are, I'm not sure how to even say that's a long handle. David Bucci. You're great. Yes, your Uncle Steve took great pictures. All right. Tal, you're awesome. Tal Fowler and I have been friends a long, long time. He lives out in Washington State, and he's another student of mine. And besides that, he's just been a friend of mine. He used to roadie for me back in the day. In fact, when we were at the Blues Café, Tal was one of the guys helping us get from doubleheader to doubleheader. I mean, there were some Saturdays and Sundays where we played 2 shows each day until I kind of wore out and the band was wearing out. But anyway, okay. Christine, you're so kind. Thank you. You're very tolerant. That's all I can tell you. To put up with me for 40 years? All right. Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, my Aunt Holly is in the house. She is one of the kindest, coolest people you're ever going to meet, and I'm so blessed that she's my aunt. And the funny thing is, she's more like my sister because there was a divorce in the family. So my grandfather and grandmother had children later. So I have 2 uncles and an aunt that are more like brothers and sisters. So my Aunt Holly is actually my aunt technically, but she's only 3 years older than me. But there isn't a nicer person on planet Earth. She's awesome. So thank you, Holly. I love you. You're great. All right. Okay, so Kay is saying she can't see Curtis's comments, and I don't know why. Okay, Steph. Steph is good. All right. Steph Cuervo Queen. She's a friend of yours. Okay. It's not like the tequila. Now I get it. So I told people to grab their favorite beverages. So she's full of tequila. All right. So anyway, let's see. Oh my gosh, what a small world. Clay Moore knows John Klein. Vaughn Lofstead, another great guitar player who lives down in the Nashville area. He's a nice guy too. All these guys are from Pittsburgh. The coincidences just get more amazing. They do. Now, Clay, was I right in saying that you were playing with Brad Terry? Because I think you were. In fact, I bought Brad's LP. It was he and Lenny Breau, the amazing Lenny Breau on guitar. So anyway, glad you're here, Clay. All right. So anyway, we're going to move on to the next portion, which is the Blues Cafe. 19th and Carson Street. I won't say too much because I described a lot of things in the upcoming video, but I will say this. There was nothing like it. I was there for 18 years. And I believe it was 7 years on Saturdays and 11 years on Sundays. I think I have that correct. But every week. And sometimes twice a week. So it was amazing, and it was a great, great time. And a lot of you folks that I know, I met there. So here's what I'm going to tell you. So if you bought the Blues Cafe CD when it came out in 2000, it's the same CD, but it's not. Because this is a remastered version with new artwork. Remastering means I took the files from the CD, and I was able to, because I have way better equipment now, enhance the sound of it. So it actually, in my opinion, is a much better sounding product now. I mean, 25 years ago, we were dealing with technology that was not quite as good. Not that it didn't sound good then, because people really bought a lot of them and they really liked it. So I was very grateful. But I'm just saying this version of it is the enhanced version where I have gone in and re-EQ'd things, and I think I made it a better listening experience. So with all that being said, there you go, Clay Moore. You played with Brad. You helped him put together the album with Lenny Breau. Ah, I didn't realize that. I thought you were from Pittsburgh, but you lived in Pittsburgh. That's what I was confused about. But that is so cool. So you must know Lenny Breau, or you must have known Lenny Breau. Lenny Breau passed away quite a while ago under bizarre circumstances. But if you get a chance, I want you to check out everybody. Check out Lenny Breau. Check out Clay Moore. Check out John Klein. Okay? And then my friend Curtis Swift, who's on here, you know Curtis, and he's wonderful. So anyway, I want you to sit back. The next portion's about a half an hour or so, okay? So we're going on to the Blues Cafe. Okie dokie. This is the segment where we're going to explore the Live at the Blues Cafe 25th Anniversary Remastered Edition. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Blues Cafe, and I'll let you hear some of the songs. I'm also going to direct you to the playlist for this because some of the songs are cover songs, and I don't want to get flagged for a copyright infringement. First of all, I'm going to talk about the venue. The Blues Cafe was located at the corner of Carson and 19th Street in the south side of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. During the time that I played there, it was just a great time to be in Pittsburgh and in the south side. It felt safe, and It was just a fun time. There were a lot of different venues in the South Side that were bustling. So I played there for about 18 years and 7 years, I believe, on Saturdays. And then I had to make a change because I was doing double headers on Saturdays and they were kind of kicking mine and the band's butt. We were doubling out a lot, many times Saturdays and Sundays. So I had to make the move to Sunday, and it ended up being a really, really great day, and we were there for 11 years. The staff was incredible. The ownership was great. I mean, it was just a perfect gig. The clientele, it was just, man, I mean, what a blessing for me and all of the musicians that played. We had such a great time there, and I can't say how thankful and grateful I am to have had that time. All right, so this is where I'm going to tell you a little bit about the gig itself. The band played in a balcony, and audience was down below. So we had to kind of point speakers, angle them at them. And I used to get out into the crowd with my wireless guitar and my wireless headset. And I would do that, but most of the time I spent on the bandstand with the band. And there was an older gentleman named John the Greek that frequented the South Side and was at our show every week. And he seemed to enjoy it. Well, when I would do my runaround through the crowd, one day he said, "Get on the bar." And I said, "What?" And he said, "Get on the bar." So I thought, okay. I said, he may beat me up if I don't. No, he was a neat guy. He was kind of gruff, but not mean. Anyway, got on the bar. It went really well. Played on the bar for a little bit, got back down. And it was kind of cumbersome getting on and off the bar, you know. So next gig, I do the same thing, go through the crowd. John the Greek, "Get on the bar." So I said, "Oh, okay, I'm on the bar again." Well, that day, I thought, I'm not going to keep getting up and down off the bar. I'm just going to stay up here. And people seemed to really love it. And it became the thing. And in fact, other venues started asking me to get on their bar as well. So I owe it all to John the Greek. So from the bar area, I really couldn't switch my guitar pedals. So my sounds, I couldn't change them. So my dear friend and wonderful and talented bassist and vocalist George Elliott had the job of switching my pedals to change my sounds. So he knew how to operate my gear, and that's how we did it. He would switch my sounds. So if I were playing a rhythm guitar sound, I'd have a certain sound, lead sounds, you know, all that stuff. He was the guy. So that's what we did. I played the bar for many years, and I only fell off twice in 18 years. So I think I did okay. So here are some shots of me on the bar at the Blues Café and the wonderful crowd that was there every week. All right, so you can see behind the bar the woman that's in the red sweater. That's the lovely and talented Percy, and there was no one like Percy Marsilli. She passed away. I miss her so much. What a wonderful woman. And also behind the bar would be Pete Galamas Jr. His father and his mom, they owned the place. And Pete Jr. is just a great guy and a really dear friend. I love him. You can see the crowd, and it was pretty much that way every week. Here's a shot of the lovely Percy and myself. I can't tell you how blessed I was to be around her. I was there for 18 years, and there wasn't one day in 18 years where she didn't greet me with a hug and a kiss. And I really was grateful for everybody there, the staff, the ownership. I'm telling you, it was a really, really good thing. And of course, the crowd. Special time, really special. So besides the venue and the ownership and the great crowd, I was blessed to have some wonderful musicians and human beings with me there performing music. So I had 3 different drummers on this CD because the recordings were from different shows and over a time period. So the first picture I'm going to show you, Sonny Pugar was playing drums, the great Sonny Pugar. And Sonny passed from colon cancer. And he was a dear friend and a wonderful player. And I'm so glad that he's documented on this live CD. And make sure you check out the song Wish You Didn't Have to Go. It's a song I wrote for my grandparents, and he just played beautifully. So thankful to have had him on this. So left to right in this picture, that's Sonny Pugar. That would be me. Next, that's the wonderful and talented George Elliott and Tom Salyers on keyboards, who I did just many years of gigs with. Great guys, all of them. The next picture had a different drummer on some of the songs, the incredible John Safara. John played in a band called The Glass Harp. They were on Decca Records back in the 70s, and he is great friends with a tremendous guitarist named Phil Keaggy. So some of you may know who these guys are, and if you don't, get into the history books of music and check them out, because John's a wonderful drummer and just a great guy. I love this guy. So in this photo, John is on the left, the far left. You can see him holding a cymbal. Next to him is my dear, dear friend Curtis Swift, who can play like crazy. He's a saxophonist and just a great guy. Again, Tom Salyers, keyboardist, myself in the black, of course. And then again, George Elliott on the right there. So the next photo contains a drummer that I have played with on and off for many years. I think we met around 1986 and we became fast friends, and he's still to this day one of my best friends on planet Earth. On the left-hand side, that is Rick Dickerson. He's on one song on the CD, but I'm just so thankful he's on it. So Rick Dickerson on the far left, next to him again, Tom Salyers, me, and then John Hall is just an incredible bass player, and he's not on this CD, but he did play on some of my other stuff. In fact, there's a song I wrote for my brother called Victor Vicious, and John played just some nasty funk bass on it. But John and I have played together quite a bit, and I love the guy, and he happens to be in this picture because he was in one of the formations of the band that played at the Blues Café. All right, we're going to get to the music. So here are some clips of some of the tunes on Live at the Blues Café.
crying crocodile tears. Well, it goes without saying, I want something real. These games you are playing, hardly ideal. Your skin deep below this feeble skies. I can read the story, it's in your eyes. Oh yes I can. Oh, you fade too concerned with the rebel in my man. This Countless times you've hurt me with your lies. You fool around and love me, look me in the eyes. How could you? How could you say that you love me and do the things you do? Well, I may have been real stupid, but I'm no fool. No more chasing after you. Such cruel words have been spoken. Many times I've taken the hit. I have read the writing on the wall. I'm done, I'm through, I quit. And I'm gone with the wind, like a leaf in an autumn breeze. I'm gone with the wind. It took a while, but now I see. I'm gone with the wind, baby. Yeah, yes I am. I'm gone, yes I'm gone. Valuable thing, that's it. You taught me this one well. To you this token I bring. You know it's all over when you hear the violin sing. Well, my hearing's still good, the message is clear. No more sadness to me to bring. Well, I'm gone without a wind, like a leaf in an autumn breeze. Gone without a wind. It took me a while, but now I see. Oh, I'm gone without a wind, like a leaf in an autumn breeze. I'm gone without a wind. It took me a while, but now I'm free, and I'm gone without wind. Yeah, yes I am. Baby. Oh, like a leaf in the breeze. Oh, I'm telling you, you can say bye to me. Yeah. Frankly, Scarlett, I don't give up.
All right. So I hope that you enjoyed some of those clips from the Blues Cafe CD. Again, that place was just so special in so many ways. Everything about it was just so cool. So I'm really grateful that that took place, and I'm grateful to have some of it documented. So anyway, I did see some people in the chat, and I hope, again, please forgive me if I miss anybody. So I saw Steve Dilley and my friend Roger Headley. Now, both those guys were actually in the stage band, if I remember correctly, right? Steve Dilley played bass and Roger played trombone. And Steve Dilley and I played together in a band called Serious 2000, which is one of the weirdest names of a band, I think, ever. But we did. We had a great band, just a strange name. But good to see you, Steve. Great memories, great memories. And I also saw Ron Shively on here. And I don't know, those of you who are from Pittsburgh and you would watch TV, I was in 2 of the Gateway Clipper commercials. I wrote two of them, and I starred in 2 of them. I almost didn't star in the second one. Ron knows what I'm talking about. But I was in both of those commercials, wrote them, and they were produced at my studio, and it was really a great time for me doing those. So hi, Ron. And hi, Annette, his wife, his great wife. So hope you guys are well. All right, let me see who else is here and what I missed. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Paparazzi. Somebody asked what the name of the club was after we would play our show. Not like they didn't drink enough, it's because we played 5-hour gigs at the Blues Cafe. Most of them were 5 hours, but often those same people would go to the club down the street that started after our show. So I don't know how some of those people functioned on Monday, but they all had a good time. So they went to Paparazzi. All right, let's see here. And thank you all for the really kind comments. Maria Elliott, that's so kind of you. Yeah. It really, I can't tell you how blessed I've been in my lifetime to play for such wonderful people. And as far as what's going on with me now, I mean, most of you know I had a major health issue. And so I'm doing stuff out of my home. I'm recording, I'm writing a lot of music. I have another Tone Poem CD that's already written. I just have to record the stuff. I'm going to try to get together another blues rock thing because, you know, that's part of my loves too. So lots to do. And I'm also going to work on my YouTube channel, putting up some lessons, also some encouraging things because, man, the climate out there right now is about as rough as I've seen it since I've been alive anyway. And I think that we can all use some positivity. So you're going to find more of that on my YouTube channel, some music lessons. And I'm going to try to continue these Wednesday nights. Right now, I'm not really set up to do the playing thing yet for you. But next week, I'm going to come back on at 7 o'clock. And I want to talk about influences. And I'm not just talking about my influences. I want to hear what your influences in life are. Not just music, but the people in your life that inspired you or people that gave you grace or people that encouraged you along the way. So next week at 7 o'clock, we're going to talk about stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you some of my influences in life and some of my heroes and that kind of stuff. But I want it to be a conversation, just not about me. So next Wednesday at 7 o'clock, we're going to do another Woodshed Wednesdays, and we're going to speak on influences, okay? All right. So Tal Fowler, yes. Oh, yeah. Late night eat. Kay and I were talking about, it's amazing any of us are still alive because we used to go out, and I didn't party. Everybody that knows me knows I didn't drink or I didn't do anything. I didn't do any drugs, any drinking. I probably should have. I was just telling Roger and Catherine, I talked to them today, and I said, I lived a pretty, clean living life. And then there's Keith Richards, and he's, he's getting like the Jiffy Lube blood transfusions thing going, and he's been around forever. So, I guess it's not the age, it's the mileage, but I don't know about that. I think maybe my car was a lemon when I bought it. I don't know. But anyway, let's see. I want to make sure. Darren Miller says hello. Darren Miller is one of my favorite people on planet Earth. You tell him I said hi. All right. Mark. Oh, Mark's here again. Okay, so Mark, you missed the story, the Blues Cafe story. Okay, so it happened to be that there was a guy in the audience. His name was John the Greek. That's how I knew him. I didn't know his real last name. Everybody called him John the Greek. He was very gruff. He was a kind of a short guy and gruff. He was real gruff, but nice. I mean, he was nice, and he talked like this, And when I would do my runaround guitar thing through the audience, he just demanded that I get up on the bar. So that happened a few times of him demanding that I get up on the bar. And then I just stayed up there because it was too hard to get up and down. And people liked it. They liked it a lot. So I ended up doing that. And that's the bar story. I got up there because of John the Greek. All right. Let's see. Oh my goodness, Mary Ellen, how you doing? You're awesome. It's great to see you. Yeah, lots of great memories. Remember when we met up with you and Terry and John Mulcairn? You bet. You bet. I love them. You have to tell them hi if you see them. John Mulcairn's a really talented piano player and vocalist. Good guy. All right. I want to make sure. Oh, thanks, David. David likes every song on that CD. Thank you. And by the way, there's some other covers on there. I didn't play them because I didn't want my stream to get demonetized or anything. Not that I don't pay the royalties, because I do, but I don't know how YouTube is funny that way sometimes. So there's covers. There's a couple Hendrix covers. A crowd favorite was Mustang Sally, of course. And so that's on the Blues Cafe. All righty. Let's see. Permane Brothers, actually, this goes out to Cindy. The Blues Cafe had a diner in the back when I started playing there, when the Gallagher family, they were running it. And I can't remember what it was called. It was a diner. And eventually, Permane Brothers took over that part of the business. And then, eventually, they bought the business. And that was the end of our South Side reign. Actually, not true, because we went down to the Carson City Saloon, which was really fun, too. Those people were great. But then I had some issues. My problems all started with a car accident. I got rear-ended, and my neck got pretty badly hurt. So, let's see. All right. Who else is here? I want to make sure, again, if I missed anybody, say something again before I end the stream. But next week, I'm going to be back at 7 o'clock. If you are interested in any of the stuff, I have my link to my store. And if you'd like to be on the mailing list, that'd be great. Everything is coming from my studio now, because I'm probably not going to be doing a lot of live shows, if any, because of the stress on my neck. I have 6 cervical vertebrae fused, and it's just I got to watch out for what is called adjacent segment disease. It's It's not fun. That surgery just, for me anyway, was really tough, and the recovery was kind of brutal. So I don't want to have to go through any more of it. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll try to go back through the comments and see if I missed anybody. Last week, the comments disappeared on me, so I couldn't respond to anybody after the fact. I don't know what happened. Again, this is these are my first streams in almost 6 years. So I'm so thankful you showed up tonight, and thank you for your back and forth with me, because I'd be really lonely. I'd be like super lonely guy here without you guys saying stuff. So thank you for showing up. And again, links are in the description to my website, to the store, all that stuff. So, and please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that's where the stuff's going to be happening. I'm still on Facebook, but the real stuff is going to happen here on YouTube, sorry. So listen, God bless you all. I'm just thrilled that you were here, and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful week, and I hope I see you next Wednesday at 7 o'clock, and we'll do some chatting about influences. And I don't mean being under the influence. Not that kind of influence, okay? Good influences in your life, okay? All right. You're awesome. Thank you so much. I'm so blessed by you. Take care, everybody.